Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into the Dota Pit League Season 2 group stages. It is Team Empire versus Team Secret here on Dota Pit. Of course, twitch.tv/DotaPit is where you can find us on Twitch. We're here, game number 1 of a 2-game series. Of course, we've had a lot of drama, a lot of crazy things happen over the past couple of days in Dota land. Of course, C9 Alliance dropping out of some tournaments, as well as Mushi leaving his team of Team Malaysia, and a couple other players leaving as well. Resolution no longer with Empire here. And now Empire without Mag, without Resolution, without Vangscore, the squad that was so good for so long. We'll have to see how they play up as we do jump into the game. Of course, my name is Mont. With me today is going to be F4L. F4L, man, how the hell are you?
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
No, it's far and away from what they were before TI4 when they were winning all those tournaments. But at the same time, this is still a team that has a lot to prove. Obviously, they're still pretty good. I think in terms of standings, they're up there right now. In fact, I'll throw up the overlay in just a second. But they're facing off against a team in Secret that is arguably trying to be one of the best in the West. They've proven that with the second-place finish at Star Ladder. Obviously, with the first-place finish in the European online stages to the Summit, where they'll be heading to LA in December. So, I mean, this is going to be an interesting matchup. I think there's some factors here. There's some variables that are they're all over the damn place, really.
Radiant team pick.
Elder Titan.
Team Empire's turn to pick.
They dominated Star Ladder with this pick, with Elder Titan. They went to town with it, and it's not your usual off lane or even your mid from what it used to be back in the day. Playing it as a support now,
5 seconds
it's something that some people do, and apparently for Team Secret, it's very successful for them, as you've mentioned.
Team Empire's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
I think he's certainly still very good. They'll pick the puck as well for Empire. We've talked about this a lot. This has usually been an off lane for most teams. We've still seen the mid puck come out occasionally, but a lot of teams really love to play this in the off lane. DK Phobos played it yesterday in the off lane, and he did some work, man. Like, Virtus Pro Polar, they dropped the series 1-1, but at the same time, Phobos was a relenting force, or a non-relenting force, I should say, as an unrelenting force, as he was going crazy, getting ridiculous coils. He had a blink dagger at like 12 minutes or something. He had a really good time, and I hope to see this played in the offlane yet again, but could be mid as well, so.
Yep. Definitely a really great offlane hero. It's sort of fallen out of popularity in the mid lane just because it doesn't scale as well as other mid laners. And I think that's really the reason for its drop in popularity in the mid lane. You do get up the faster blink so you can snowball a little harder, but you know, you tend to fall off at that 30 to 40 minute mark.
Right. So, and giving the mid farm, you'd rather have somebody that can snowball and continue to farm up and continue to get items rather than somebody that can maybe get a blink dagger and then from there just kind of like, I guess maybe I'll get like a hex or something, a Yule Scepter. But
the only team really to be playing it mid a lot is C9 with Fata. But they usually pick it with a very strong one position carry, so there's a bit of give and take there. But
create a lot of space, make sure that person gets some farm, but at the same time, we don't know what Team Empire are going to do with this. They have the puck now. We'll see who plays it. We'll see who plays it where. Nature's Prophet's going to be the choice for Team Secret, so perhaps an off-lane Nature's Prophet. This would be kind of greedy if it was going to be the 4-position Furion. I don't expect it to be, but with Secret, I don't really know. I mean, I feel like Secret have this interesting draft strategy, and of course with Puppey, you don't really know what you're getting when you see him drafting either, so...
It's definitely going to be an offlane Nature's Prophet, just because that's just how they play their heroes. They like having Simba. Simba pretty much, he's played 4 heroes, I think, regularly. The Nature's Prophet, Timbersaw, Tide, and Doom. And so, whenever we see the Nature's Prophet, most likely going to be for Simba. I don't think they've actually ever run a 4-position Nature's Prophet on this team, but... It's probably, and the other reason why I say it's unlikely is because they already have the Elder Titan, so running an Elder Titan Nature's Prophet support combo would be
that doesn't sound
really
great.
Awkward. Yeah, they wouldn't have any kill pressure or lane presence in the early game, so...
There's like no real hard disable. I mean, you have Sprout and Echo Stomp; those aren't very reliable half the time. And I'm not sure how I would feel about it. Your laning presence, Elder Titan can't really zone anybody out. Nature's Prophet's going to be in the jungle half the time. So no, I imagine you're probably right. It's going to be in the off lane more than likely. So we'll see another ban. The Ancient Empress of the Doom banned out for Team Secret, and Team Empire have one more ban to go. As they have already banned out the Zeus. Kind of the flavor of the month along with the Necrophos. Enigma picked up for Empire. Necrophos obviously picked up a lot for Kuroki. I've seen Kuroki play a decent amount of heroes. He has such a wide hero pool. And obviously that helps that he can play the support role as well as the carry role so damn well. We'll see what he grabs. I mean, I've seen him play Medusa if they want to go for the hard carry. Anti-Mage has been played as well. I mean, he's got everything that you could possibly think of under his belt, so...
Yeah, Empire definitely doing their homework for this game. They go ahead and ban out the Zeus. We saw Team Secret put on a clinic. I've seen them do it several times where they have the Zeus mid comboed with the Elder Titan. And when you get the Spirit on someone, the Zeus nukes just do so much damage. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous how much damage Zeus can do with an Elder Titan. And they go ahead and ban out the Necrophos, as well as picking up the Enigma. Sort of a denial pick, as well as just getting it for themselves, as Puppey... Probably one of his favorite heroes, always puts on strong performances with the Enigma. So a denial pick as well as giving them, a bit of greed for themselves, so...
I like the Enigma here, though, because you can always... I mean, you're going to have pressure from the Razor, you're going to have pressure from the puck, they can rotate around and they can grab kills early on. It's not like you have to sit in lane and have, like, a hard-farming hero like a Medusa. They could pick that up later if they wanted to. They still need a really strong laning support, but... For now, I think the Enigma choice is good. Team Secret, like you talked about, they don't get that Zeus pick. That could have been damn good for them. Yeah, I mean, you talked about the amount of damage with Elder Titan. It's actually it's gross. But they go for the Keeper of the Light instead, and this is going to be probably Puppey's hero here, more than likely.
Pretty standard Secret hero. They really like the Coddle because it gives them... They can spam all their spells with the Chakram. It gives them... really good late game presence with the recall, and it's very hard to push into this Coddle Elder Titan combination when you have the Illuminate and the Astral Spirit. I mean, the creep waves just die, so how do you push into that? I mean, do you buy a pipe and a mech, and then you mech the wave and then pipe it, and then you hope that you can do some damage to the towers during that time? But I mean, it's an extremely hard combination to play against, and they're probably...
I think you got to cross your fingers and you have to hope to kill Puppey many times and make sure that he's not in position to defend when you're pushing up the high ground. But that's easier said than done, man. Like, he's going to be pretty slippery, even on a Keeper of the Light. It's not going to be easy to take down, so...
Yeah, they're probably going to pick some sort of hard carry. Usually, I think they pair this with the Medusa. Generally, when I've seen it, because, you can have even more effective HP on that Medusa with the full Chakram, which gives an additional 300 max mana restore at level 4, so quite effective. Empire are going to go with the Gyrocopter, so giving themselves some additional AoE teamfight and damage with the black hole and call down could be pretty sick, but
good laning presence. Flat cannon as well can destroy those treants, which are going to be really annoying to deal with later on in the game. We can see some homing missile levels as well, which we saw yesterday, and we see more often recently. But he's pretty good early game. He's pretty good late game. He's a hero that's pretty balanced. Honestly, he used to be ridiculous, but at this point in time, Gyrocopter I think fits really well with this lineup. You get a black hole. You talked about the call down. You have one on top of him, and boom, you're just going to die. But Anti-Mage is going to get picked up for Team Secret.
And with the anti-mage this time. Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody can farm as fast as a Kuro AM. That just seems kind of ridiculous. It's almost like he's breaking the game at some points with how fast he can farm across the map, especially with the Keeper of the Light. Recall him to another lane across the map. You have Nature's Prophet split pushing, the global presence, and the amount that Anti-Mage is going to be able to farm, if he's not pressured, is going to be ridiculous. It's actually just going to be absurd.
Yep.
10 seconds remaining.
So they're going to go with the AM instead of the Medusa. Sort of interesting. I was actually more expecting a Medusa grab, but they wouldn't have the best synergy with the Medusa Stone Gaze, as they don't really have much physical damage on top of that, as they have a lot of AoE magic damage with the Wrath of Nature Global, the Illuminate, and the Astral Spirit. So having the Anti-Mage, it gives you, I wouldn't say extremely strong late game, because I think at this point Team Empire actually has the super late game secured with the Enigma, Razor, and Gyrocopter. And, Anti-Mage, he has a very interesting power curve. He's extremely strong once he gets to the 6 items, and he gets to them probably faster than anyone else if he's allowed the space. But once you get into that super late game, like beyond the 60-minute mark, he sort of tends to drop off, just because, for one, he's a melee hero, and two, pretty much the only thing, he always has to keep a Battle Fury, so that pretty much makes one of your slots not as effective in the late game. So
it's like the 35 to 40 minute mark is where he really thrives, and from there on out, he'll have some decent time as well. But like you talked about later on, not so much. But I imagine with Team Secret's lineup, they shouldn't have any trouble pushing into the base if they can find a couple of pickoffs. Although Flat Cannon, Razor, and even like Enigma and Puck, they have good wave clear, obviously, but will they be able to stop the pressure from Team Secret? That's the question, and the answer we'll find out. Bane is picked up for Team Empire's last pick, so good support in lane coming out. The Beastmaster for Team Secret. And actually just watching the tournament of a Beastmaster, like, well, yeah, that makes sense. It's CD. I mean, you're going to see Beastmaster occasionally, but
S4BM.
Yeah, that's great. Roar against the Enigma is going to be huge. One of the reasons why I think they picked up the hero, because they needed some way to deal with the black hole. But other than that, I mean, just for ganking as well, this could do a lot of damage early on. And it's one of those heroes that's really effective around that 20, 30, even 40-minute time when Anti-Mage is going to get really farmed. So
also, it's quite good with comboed with the Nature's Prophet. You can get up the global, with the Nature's Wrath, and then you can TP onto a Beastmaster like near where Beastmaster is, and Beastmaster can initiate a fight, and you can go for a pick-off play with the Beastmaster Nature's Prophet. So they will have some synergy there, and they're going to have a lot of global presence with the Nature's Prophet and Keeper of the Light recall. So I expect to see maybe even a bots coming out from the Beastmaster. We've seen that quite a few times before, and it would give them so much map control this game.
It almost feels like when you pick a Beastmaster, you'd see a Tinker come along with it. The old, I guess, what was it? Quake for strategy, whatever you want to call it at that point in time. Beastmaster, now that he's picked here, I agree with you completely. They're going to try to put some pressure all over the map. This is not your typical Nature's Prophet, Anti-Mage, let's rat Dota type of a team. It's more of a let's kill people as much as possible. And for Team Secret, that shouldn't be too difficult, but with Team Empire, we'll see how they play. Again, this is the first game here in a 2-game series between Team Empire and Team Secret. Team Secret currently 2-0 in the Dota Pit League Season 2, winning their only match. I forget who it was against, but at the same time, they have won. And they'll look for a 4-0 here and to move up. But Team Empire, they're setting at 4-2, I believe. And they're looking to continue on with their nice performance here in Group B. And we have a pause, apparently. I'm not sure what happened. Looks like we had some disconnects, reconnects back into the game. Oh, you can pause during this?
Game yet. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can pause as an observer in console.
I think we're resuming the game. Are we ready to go? I'm not sure.